Money is one of the most powerful tools you will ever have. But most people don't control their money controls them. They work hard for it, but the moment they get it, it's gone. They live paycheck to paycheck, always struggling, always stressed, always wondering where it all went. And the crazy part, it's not because they don't make enough, it's because they don't know how to manage what they have. The truth is, it's not the problem. Your habits are the problem, Doc. You can make 6 figures a year and still be broke if you don't have discipline. You can win the lottery and still lose everything if you don't know how to handle money. How many times have you seen athletes, celebrities, or even regular people who come into a lot of money only to be broke a few years later? That's not bad luck, that's bad money management. Because here's the thing, it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep and what you do with IT, Doc. Some people spend money like they're already rich. They buy things they don't need to impress people they don't like with money they don't actually have. They finance cars they can't afford, eat out every day, buy the latest clothes, the newest gadgets, and no wonder why they're always broke. Meanwhile, the people who actually become wealthy, they don't spend just to spend. They don't buy things to look successful. They focus on becoming successful. They invest, they save. They live below their means until their means grow. The biggest mistake people make is thinking that more money will fix their financial problems. But if you can't manage $1,000, you won't manage $10,000. If you waste money when you have a little, you waste it when you have a lot. The problem is never the amount, it's the mindset. You have to start thinking differently about money. Instead of seeing it as something to spend, see it as a tool to build with. Instead of asking, what can I buy? Start asking, how can I make this money work for me? Wealthy people don't just work for money. They make money work for them. They invest in assets, things that grow in value, things that bring in more money. They build businesses, buy real estate, invest in stocks, and create multiple income streams. They don't rely on one paycheck. They don't waste money on things that lose value. They understand that financial freedom isn't about looking rich, it's about actually being rich. If you want to get ahead, you have to start being intentional with your money. That means budgeting, that means cutting out unnecessary expenses, that means paying yourself first, saving, investing before you spend on anything else, that means thinking long-term instead of short-term, Most people let their money slip through their fingers because they don't track where it's going. They have no plan, no budget, no strategy. They just spend and hope for the best. But hope is not a financial plan. If you don't tell your money where to go, it disappears. You have to be in control. You have to know exactly how much is coming in, exactly where it's going, and exactly how you're going to use it to grow. And let's talk about debt. Because debt is what's keeping so many people trapped. Credit cards, car loans, personal loans, people borrow money for things that don't make them money, and then spend their years paying it back with interest. And here's the worst part. They don't even realize they're making themselves slaves to their lenders. Every time you take on unnecessary debt, you're giving away your financial freedom. You're locking yourself into a cycle where you have to keep working just to keep up. If you want to control your money, stop financing your lifestyle. Stop living beyond your means. Stop using credit to buy things you can't afford. Instead, start using your money to create opportunities. Invest in things that bring in more money. Learn new skills that increase your earning potential. Find ways to build wealth instead of just spending it. Money is a tool. It's not good or bad, it's just a reflection of how you use it. If you control it wisely, it can open doors, create freedom, and give you options. If you don't, it will control you, trap you, and keep you stuck. The choice is yours. Will you be in control of your money, or will you let your money control you? Your financial future isn't just about how much money you make, it's about how you the money you already have. Some people think that if they could just earn more, their problems will be solved. But the truth is, it doesn't matter how much you bring in if you don't know how to manage it. The habits you build now will determine whether you stay broke or create real wealth. So when you think about it, how many people do you know who get a raise or a bonus and instead of using it to get ahead, they go out and spend it immediately? It's called lifestyle inflation. The more they make, the more they spend. They upgrade their car, their clothes, their vacations, but they never actually build wealth. They just increase their expenses to match their income, which means they're always stuck in the same cycle. More money doesn't solve financial problems, better money management does not. If you want to be financially free, you have to develop better habits. You have to stop thinking like a spender and start thinking like a builder. Wealthy people don't just work for money, they make their money work for them. They invest, they save, they budget, they plan for the future. They don't blow every dollar the second they get it. They don't let emotion drive their financial decisions. They think long term. One of the biggest differences between people who stay broke and people who build wealth is how they handle small amounts of money, Doc. If you can't save when you make $500 a week, you won't magically start saving when you make $5,000 a week. If you waste money on impulse purchases when your income is low, you'll waste even more when your income grows. Your habits follow you. If you want to change your financial future, you have to start now with whatever you have. The first step is simple. Pay yourself first out before you pay your bills, before you spend on anything else. Take a portion of your income and put it aside. Treat saving like a non-negotiable expense. Most people do the opposite. They spend first and send whatever's left. But guess what? There's never anything left. That's why they stay in the same place financially year after year. Another key is knowing where your money is going. Too many people have no idea how much they spend each month. They just swipe their card and hope for the best. Then they wonder why they're always broke. You need a budget. You need a plan. Every dollar should have a purpose. That doesn't mean you can't earn money. It just means you need to be intentional about it. And let's talk about debt, Doc, because debt is what keeps most people financially stuck. Credit cards, car loans, personal loans. Every time you borrow money, you're borrowing from your future. You're putting yourself in a position where you have to work harder just to keep up. And the worst part, most of the things people go into debt for aren't even worth it. They're financing clothes, vacations, gadgets, things that don't make them any money. Things that lose value the second they buy them. Wealthy people don't waste money on things that don't give them a return. They buy assets, not liabilities. They invest in things that make them more money, not things that drain their bank account. They focus on ownership, owning businesses, real estate stocks, things that build long-term wealth. If you want to break free from financial stress, you have to shift your mindset. Stop chasing quick money. Stop spending like you're rich before you actually are. Stop making decisions based on what feels good in the moment and start making decisions that will set you up for success in the future. Your financial future is in your hands. It's not about luck. It's not about waiting for some big break. It's about taking control of your habits right now. The sooner you start managing your money wisely, the sooner you'll start seeing real results. Will you keep making the same mistakes, or will you take control and build something that lasts? The choice is yours. Your words are powerful, more powerful than you realize. The way you speak about yourself, your goals, your life determines your reality. Some people never reach their full potential, not because they aren't capable, but because they've talked themselves out of it. They've convinced themselves that they're not good enough, not smart enough, not lucky enough. And guess what? If that's what you believe, that's exactly what your life will reflect. Too many people destroy their own success with their mouths. They speak negativity, doubt, and failure over their own lives. They say things like, I'll never be rich, I'm just not good at business, or I'm out for right connections, or nothing ever works out for me. And then they wonder why they stay stuck. Your words are like seeds. You plant them in your mind, and over time, they grow into your reality. Think about this. Every time you say something negative about yourself, your brain registers it as truth. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a joke and reality. If you keep saying you're broke, you will stay broke. If you keep saying you're unlucky, life will always feel like it's against you. If you keep saying you'll never succeed, you'll never take the actions necessary to win. The words you speak shape the way you think, and the way you think shapes the way you act. But here's the good news: just like negative words can destroy you, positive words can build you. If you start speaking differently, you'll start thinking differently. And when you think differently, you'll start acting differently. Successful people don't just talk about their problems, they speak solutions. They don't say, I can't afford it. They say, how could I afford it? They don't say, I'll never be successful. They say, I am building success every day. They don't dwell on failure, they speak about their next move. It's not just about what you say to yourself, it's also about what you say to others. Too many people waste their energy talking about things that don't matter, gossiping, complaining, criticizing. They focus on other people's lives instead of fixing their own. They sit around discussing why someone else is winning instead of figuring out how they can win too. And here's the thing, whatever you focus on grows, that if all you talk about is problems, you'll have more problems. If all you talk about is success, growth, and solutions, your life will start to reflect that. And let's be real, some of you are losing opportunities just because of the way you talk. The way you present yourself, the way you communicate, the way you express your ideas, these things matter. If every time you open your mouth is to complain or make an excuse, people won't take you seriously. If you can't speak with confidence about what you want, why would anyone believe in you? Your words can open doors or they can close them. They can attract success or they can push it away. That's why you need to be intentional about what comes out of your mouth. Start paying attention to your words. Stop speaking doubt. Stop speaking failure. Stop speaking like you're already defeated. Even if things aren't perfect right now, speak like they will be. Speak like you're already on your way to success. Say things like, I'm getting better every day. I have everything I need to win. My hard work is paying off, and I am capable of achieving great things. The more you say it, the more you believe it. And the more you believe it, the more you act on it. Your words are creating your future. Every time you speak, you're either building yourself up or tearing yourself down. So choose wisely, speak life, speak power, speak success. Because once you start controlling your mouth, you'll start controlling your destiny. Your mind is the most powerful weapon you have, but too many people let it work against them instead of for them. They let doubt, fear, and negativity take over, and then they wonder why their lives aren't where they want them to be. The truth is, if you don't control your mind, the world will control it for you, that society, social media, negativity, distractions, these things, if you're not intentional about what you allow. Most people don't even realize that their biggest battle is happening in their own head. They think success is about working harder, grinding longer, or getting lucky, but the real game is mental all day. If your mind is in the right place, it doesn't matter how much effort you put in, you will always find a way to sabotage yourself. That's why some people start strong but never finish. That's why some people get close to success but never quite make it. It's because their mind isn't built to sustain the success they're chasing. Think about it. How often do you talk yourself out of things? How many times have you had a great idea but never acted on it because you doubted yourself? How many times have you wanted to take a risk but let fear stop you? How many times have you convinced yourself that you weren't good enough, smart enough, or talented enough? That's not the world stopping you, that's you stopping you back. If you don't take control of your thoughts, you will always be your own worst enemy. You will always find excuses, always see obstacles, always focus on the reasons why things won't work instead of the reasons why they will. The people who succeed at the highest level aren't necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who have mastered their minds. They are the ones who don't let negativity take root. They are the ones who shut down doubt the moment it appears. They are the ones who train themselves to think like winners, even when things aren't going their way. The way you think about yourself is shaping your reality every single day. If you believe you're capable, you'll act like it. If you believe you're unstoppable, you'll move like it. But if you believe you're not good enough, if you believe success is for other people but not for you, if you believe that you don't have what it takes, then you'll live a life that reflects that. Your beliefs create your actions, and your actions create your results. You have to be intentional about what you feed your mind. What are you reading? What are you watching? Who are you listening to? If you're constantly taking in negativity, if you're always surrounding yourself with people who doubt you, if you're always consuming things that make you feel worse about yourself, don't be surprised when your mindset reflects that. You need to protect your mind like your future depends on it, because it does. Stop entertaining negative thoughts. Stop letting fear win. Stop doubting yourself before you even try. Start training your mind to work for you, not against you. Doubt. When a negative thought pops up, shut it down immediately. When fear tries to creep in, push through it. When doubt starts whispering in your ear, remind yourself who you are and what you're capable of. And here's the thing, this isn't something you do once and then you're done. This is a daily battle that your mind will always try to take the easy way out. It will always try to keep you comfortable, keep you safe, keep you from taking risks. But comfort doesn't lead to growth. Playing it safe doesn't lead to success. If you want to elevate your life, you have to elevate your thinking first. The people who win in life don't let their thoughts control them, they control their thoughts. They decide what they believe about themselves. They decide what their future looks like. And then they move with the confidence and discipline to make it happen. That's the difference, Doc. That's what separates the people who dream from the people who achieve. So ask yourself, are you in control of your mind? Or is your mind in control of you? Are you feeding it what it needs to grow? Or are you letting it hold you back? Because at the end of the day, the way you think will determine the way you live. Take control of your mind, and you take control of your future.